Namaskar. Today we will do an analysis of a hand. It's a very interesting hand. It's the hand of a male native who is around 35 years old, 34 and 35. He doesn't know his exact date of birth, but he's around 34, 35. Okay. Now you can see some interesting formations in this palm. Well, to begin with, you can see that this part is quite depressed. That means the mercury part is quite depressed, and these three fingers are well aligned. The thumb is quite strong and strong and sharp. You can see that the sharpness is also there in this particular hand. And the other thing you can see here is the curvature here. It dips like this, so there are a lot of things in this palm which are very interesting. Some comments were made about this palm on the Facebook, that this line is Vidya Rekha and that this person will be like PhD or something. However, he is not even a graduate. So, what one has to understand is that this line has got multiple meanings. Now, we are not interested in going into the sun mount or the lines on the sun mount, but what I'm trying to see here is some special formation which you might benefit, when I do this analysis. Now, let's look at this particular part, this particular line. You see this line, and it forms a sharp triangle. Then there is a line that goes this way, ends here. All right. If you observe again, this thin line, it goes and a part of it goes into the Shani. All right. This is the Guru Rekha. This is the Guru Rekha. If you see, there is a very weird formation here. These two lines. All right. So let's group them and start trying to predict what this would mean. This line which is here actually shows that there is some family property or family wealth or some big asset or something with the family which this person is trying to get benefit out of, or he's trying to sell it and he wants to use it for his own professional or business success. The reason being, this triangle that is formed here shows that this property or something which is related to the family is being used, or he's trying to use, and he will get success by selling it or by means of mortgage or something, and he's going to get benefit out of it. Why do you think why do you think that this is going to benefit him? Two reasons. Number one, yes, there's a triangle, no doubt about it. The second thing is that there is a line that goes this way. You see the green one I'm drawing right now. These lines are trying to reach the Saturn mount. Saturn mount is generally, or the Shani is generally for karma in Nadi, is generally for karma or work. Therefore, whatever investment or whatever family wealth or something, we don't know exactly because he's not ready to reveal anything. He did confirm that I was on the right track. It means that there is something in the family, maybe a huge plot or something, or gold, we don't know, and that he's planning to sell, and there could be disputes on that, obviously, and that is related to the karma or work or business. 100% sure. Now the other confirmation has come from this yellow line which I have drawn. If you remember, in my previous videos I have always mentioned that these lines, sorry, this yellow, this line generally refers to those who believe in Dasha, those who believe in predicting using the Dashas and all. This particular line helps in timing. For example, if there is some project or something in a person's life, then this line helps in timing it, because this line actually shows that a particular project that started here would end here. something like that. Okay, so this could also represent a dasha. So this is how we do. Of course, Lahiri Chitrapaksha based dashas don't work in this case. I have mentioned this many times, right? Now, this one which I was mentioning here, this particular triangle, okay, which is quite strong and that is going to give him benefit. But if you observe this line, these two lines actually get kind of connected to this line by, I mean, the this line from Mesha Rashi. This is Mesha. This is from Mesha Rashi. This line gets connected to the lines coming out from the heart. It shows that there is a lot of emotional investment as well in this particular project that he is planning to kind of implement, or he is planning to, or he is visualizing, or he wants to do. And there are bound to be disappointments, one or two disappointments. Now, on the financial front, yes, he might gain, but something on the emotional front, because of which, because of this particular investment, he's going to lose badly. This is one part of it. Now, why will he lose it? Let's see. If you observe, this particular til or mole comes around 37 plus. He's 34 and a half, 35. This is on the lifeline or Shukra Rekha. Generally, this type of till, this is a squarish, or sorry, this is a rectangular kind of till, and the color is also not black, it is brownish. So, such a mole refers to bad decision making, reckless behavior, or some decision that the person takes and it goes haywire. That means the decision, it's a wrong decision. So even though he's got money, his business is probably going to, like, he's going to get benefit from this particular money, but it will be at the cost of something very emotional, something that will cause emotional disturbances. And why will it happen? It's because he would take some decision which will be wrong. In terms of business, maybe it would be right, but the emotional problems that he's going to face could be because of this still. So the decision making on one part might seem to be very correct professionally in terms of monetary, but in terms of family or even health or emotional side, this is going to create a lot of disturbances. This is about that particular line, you see. So you have to interpret it in this way. Now, I feel that more than gain, he's going to lose a lot in terms of emotions, or emotionally he's going to lose a lot. He might gain financially after, due to this particular deal, yes, but then he's going to lose emotionally. However, if you look at this person's palm, yeah, there is an island here, not good. um, the headline kind of curves, okay, and it is, that's it, this is the headline. This is his headline. This is the Matru Rekha, this is the headline, this is the line for Bhrata, this is the line for relations. It ends here, in a curve, okay. And then there is another line that comes and meets here. People say this is also headline, but I don't think so. It's not a headline, because look at the thickness of this line here, and it bends. This bend is not good. This actually is kind of taking the shape of a fate line. I'll tell you why. If you observe, this line ends here, and then there is very thin line here. The black line represents Shani Rekha. Why do I say it represents Shani Rekha? Is because if you look at this part, you will realize that all the ridges are slowly meeting the Shani mount. It means that this line is now acting like a Shani Rekha for this person, because there is no Shani Rekha here. There is no Shani Rekha here. So this Rekha is acting like a Shani Rekha, right? It starts from the Mars mount. Therefore, the person is probably into Martian kind of things, like, let's say, for example, property, fire, something to do with brothers, some business, or something to do with machinery, or you understand, like something like that, heat, something like that. Okay, so the person is probably into these kind of things. He's very secretive, he doesn't reveal anything, but we can see that it is true. And Shani is not that well placed, because look at this. It is not straight, it has to be straight. It is not straight, so there is a problem. There is a problem, though the problem is taken care of because there are Shubha Rekha here. So the damage is always controlled. There is damage, but the damage is controlled, always, in his case, always. Let us look deeper into the palm again. If you see, if you see here, this line after a particular age becomes super strong. Correct? This is a very nice formation. This one is a very, very good formation. However, this becomes strong only after 44 plus. So right now is 34, 35. So another 9 plus, after 9 years or 10 years, he's going to start getting success. But what kind of success? Professionally, or in terms of business, yes, he might get some success, or he might get success, no doubt. But look at this part. It's dry, it's barren land. Such a barren land will not give you any money. It will be like you earn 1 crore, but you spend more than 80% or 90% of it. You save, you hardly save anything. Or in terms of emotional or family happiness, there is zero chance that he's going to be happy in terms of family life. Why? It's not just this formation. This is Raja Yoga, no doubt. But you see, there is always plus and minus, pros and cons. In one, on one side, he's going to gain, but on the other side, he's going to lose. So this hand is very difficult. There is a lot of contradictions in this hand, palm. This line also shows the thickness of the line itself shows the kind of obstacles this guy is going to face. Okay, the other reason why I always say that I always keep saying is that he's not going to have a good family life. There is no gau pooch. See, there has to be gau pooch here. It's missing. And people say these lines are marriage lines. In Nadi we call them Ketu Rekha, and we all know how important Ketu is in predicting marriages. Those are secret techniques which nobody is going to tell you how to do marriage predictions using the Ketu lines or Ketu kind of thing. Of course, that is a Nadi secret. Nobody is going to reveal that. The reality, you have to work it out yourself. But here, what I can say is that this particular rekha shows that everything is dry emotionally in his case. Okay, and these lines also getting obstructed and meeting this rekha also show that there are going to be emotional disappointments in this person's life. Even though there is raja yoga here, there is raja yoga here as I showed you, but it's a kind of a dry raja yoga, which means he's not going to get happiness. So, in pursuit of happiness, that's what this person is going to continuously pursue, but never get it. That's how it is. Shani also bigda hua hai. Shani is not happy here. This is not a happy sign. It should be straight. It should not be like this. Okay, so that is about it. You can see that the rekha here, it has got upward branches, but the downward branches are also there. So there will always be disappointments. Guru is is formed, okay, and it will help him, but there are disappointments in his life. So at the age of 37, he has to be very careful, very, very careful, which I mentioned as the till, because the till is getting activated at the age of 37. This is when he is going to take some wrong turn, or wrong decisions. He's going to make some wrong decisions in his life, which is going to affect him very badly, very very badly. Okay, the Surya Rekha here is starting late, and it is diverting, and it's getting branch, and it's branching out into a fork. It means that, of course, if you remember my old videos, 34, 35 years of a person's life are wasted if such a formation is there. Coming back to this rekha should not be considered as something where people say, oh, he's going to do PhD. No, not necessarily. This rekha shows that the person might have some exceptional qualities, or this rekha also can also show that if the Surya rekha is not well formed, this rekha helps in strengthening it. That's all. Don't go deeper into it. Remember one thing: this rekha should ideally not touch the Surya rekha. That is not a good sign. If it touches, it shows that your family, especially relations with your spouse, are not very good in terms of physical relations are not good. You understand? So you have to be you have to be very specific what kind of relation. Now this line is not even straight. Look at this, it is wavy. It's wavy, you can see one. It's like that. Waviness in sun mount is not considered good for family life. Not at all, not at all. The other reason is that this rekha comes and meets the sun mount, and you can see that the ridges are turning away from here, from this particular rekha. This rekha has come from the heart line, Guru Rekha, trying to help the son or trying to help the family, but there is always disturbance. Okay, luckily the Mercury mount is clean and there is no obstructions legally, so that is one good thing. Legal or paperwork or something, those kind of issues I don't see in his case. Those kind of issues will be smooth, but some wrong decision or some decision he will take which will be completely opposite to what people would assume that he would do in life, and that might cause lot of disturbance in his life. 37, 38, those ages are going to be challenging for this person because the till gets activated here. Anyways, right now he's only 34 and a half, 35, so I have warned him that you have to be careful with your decision making. However, you see, whatever is destined is going to happen. Whether you wear these kind of weird rings here, I don't really understand why people wear these rings and gemstones and all that. It hardly makes any difference. Oh, sorry, I'm going to stop it here because that will create problems, controversies. Yeah, you can assume that it makes difference, but fact of the matter is it hardly makes any difference. You can believe me or you don't have to believe me, I don't care. Okay, so what I'm going by is my experience with at least 500 palms, which I can guarantee vouch for. I know rings, gemstones, or all these things hardly make any difference. It does not make any difference, to be honest. Okay, it is only on the mental level, or that it gives you some soothing. Otherwise, practically it doesn't make. Do you think the lines are going to change? Do you think the ridge lines are going to change on in the palm just because you wear some stupid gemstone? Absolutely not. It doesn't do any change. It doesn't change anything. The life is not as easy as it looks, or as simple as it looks. Just by wearing something or doing some puja or something, you think your destiny can be changed? If you live in that fool's paradise, good for you. Thank you very much.